Well, good morning, everybody. Here I am in Burt Falls, waiting to start the next leg of the run for mental health, the Canal Pursuit. Up ahead there, Burt Falls Lock. Yeah, it's the great Clay Williams has created this event. You run from just the other side of Peterborough and go out. He runs all the way to Ottawa. Many people run 10K lengths. I'm going to be running a 10K length to Kemptville today. A little 3-hour drive this morning. Left at 3 o'clock this morning. Here now, I think it's 6:30. And I can't wait. Raised a little money for mental health awareness. And I'm looking forward to the day. I'll let you know how it goes. I might do some interviews, and I hope you're all having a lovely day. Let's heal our minds, bodies, and souls together. Love y'all. Hey, here we are, profiteers out there. James from Soaring Profits, as usual, on the canal run. I think we're about 3 kilometers in. 5.5 kilometers in. Wow. Time is flying by when you have good people like Mike beside me from Ottawa. He is running in the Canal Pursuit race that we're all running in here. We're doing 10K of it. I believe it's 270K in total. I think we're thereabouts. At one time, the great Clay Williams ran the whole thing by himself. I don't know if I'm doing great with 10. But as you know, Clay's an amazing man. We've had him on a couple of times. So here's Mike. Mike's running. He's run quite a few years in this race. And Mike, what brought you to the Canal Pursuit race?
I've been doing this one 5 or 6 years now. I guess it's to help out with raising funds and awareness for mental health. There's people in my family that have struggled with mental health issues, and I lost a good friend to a mental health issue a few years ago.
Sure.
So I come out every year just to help and make sure people become more aware of the issue.
Why do you think that we need to stop the stigma of mental health?
Yeah, I mean, people just need to understand that it's an illness just like any other, and it's okay to talk about it, just the same way you would talk about if somebody had cancer.
Yeah, absolutely right. Right, Mike, thank you very much.
Yeah, all right.
I know it's not easy doing an interview while running, but here we are. Canal Pursuit. He's absolutely right. We got to end this stigma. My friend Chris from Walking Tall, he was talking about how we have to, if someone had cancer or someone was hurting, everyone in the world would start a GoFundMe. But someone comes out and says they have a mental illness, and most times they're shunned. Most time their work turns their back on them. We gotta stop that. This is a real illness, and we need to work on making it more normal to talk about. Soaring Profits, let's heal our minds, bodies, and souls together. James, look at that. Look at where I'm running. Love y'all. Have a great day. Hey, how you doing, profiteers out there? It's just James from Soaring Profits on the Canal Pursuit run for mental health, raising awareness and money. The great Clay Williams, as you know, is running the event. I'm running here with a great group of people. Right here beside me is Tom. Tom's a farmer out of Renfrew.
Renfrew, yes.
And he's here to raise awareness and money for a great cause of mental health. So Tom, why are you running today? What brought you here?
Well, it's a good cause, running for mental health. My wife works in the mental health industry too. A good friend of mine, Sandy, she got me into this a couple of years ago. I'm an amputee myself. And anyways, I just want to show everybody what running does for you. Clears the mind and soul, and it makes you happy at the end of it.
Why do you think mental health is so important right now for us to tell everybody about it?
Well, there's so many people struggling from it, young and old alike, especially the young. And for some reason, we don't know why it's doing it. Maybe it's social media, everything bullying is going on. But anyways, this is a great cause. I hope everybody will support some more.
Well, there you have it, the great Tom running the Canal Pursuit for mental health awareness. Couldn't agree with him more. Right now, more than ever, we have to reach out and help those around us that are suffering and stop it, victimizing them, because they come out and say, I'm suffering from mental health, instead of saying, feeling bad for them, ask them what they need. How can you help them? And definitely stop videotaping them and making fun of them. Anyway, James Restoring Profits. Let's heal our minds, bodies, and souls together. Love y'all. See ya. Hey, profiteers out there. The third and most amazing Sandy is running beside me. She's running in the canal race. She's done it for many years to raise money and awareness for mental health. Such a great cause. So, Sandy, what brings you here?
Well, I love to run. It's part of how I stay mentally fit, is to get out and be in the fresh air. And I'm really fortunate to have a wide-ish running community, and someone from Southern Ontario invited me 6 years ago to be part of this amazing event. Hang on, we need to turn here. Sorry.
She's our guide. Without her, I would be lost. Yeah, sure.
And so I've been a part of it ever since. I think, especially with COVID, people of all ages are struggling with their mental health. They may not have a mental illness, but we all have our ups and downs. And I think the amazing part of this run is it raises awareness. It helps get conversations going about why it's important to reach out and say, like Joey, how you doing? So reach out, talk to your friends. If you notice a change in people, be the one who will at least sit and listen, even if you have nothing more to support because you're empty yourself. And often I find I meet amazing people through running. So if whatever does it for you in terms of physical activity, get out there. Hopefully it's with people, and you can vent, you can laugh, you can cry, you can have support. We're running all the way to Parliament Hill today, and I'm super excited. We've raised some funds. We're raising awareness. We're honoring our first responders who suffer from very, very high rates of PTSD, and they need to see our support. And finally, we're having like a shit ton of fun. So
The fun is right.
Thanks for listening.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Sandy. I appreciate it. She's touched on so many points that we've talked about, right? Just recently we were talking to Clay's the guy who organized it, Chris from Walking Tall, talking about how the pandemic kind of isolated everyone, and isolation, actually it was Brian Segray that was talking about that. Isolation is a big cause of mental illness. And she's absolutely right. I joined a running group. That in itself was a huge part of my growth in mental illness. The reason that I am less depressed, I have goals and I'm raring to go. After a run, the endorphins go through you and you're just on a high and it brings you back up. And anyway, I have met Tom, Mike, Sandy, Clay, all of this through running. The connections you make can definitely help you be better. Soaring Profits, James speaking. Have a great day. Let's heal our minds, bodies, and souls together. Hey, profiteers out here. I finished the 10K and now we're in Kemptville, I think, or something. Yep. E&H Grocer. There we go. And I'm here with the great Clay Williams that we've already interviewed 3 times. And you're at the end of your run. It's been a long week. You started where?
We started in Port Severn last Saturday, a week ago.
Last Saturday, and to get the whole run is 270 kilometers, or no, what is it?
700.
700. I'm not even close. So I've been saying 270, 700 kilometers. This gentleman did it by himself back in
2015 and 2016, 2 years in a row.
2 years in a row. He did it himself, all to raise awareness for
mental health.
And why?
Why?
What brings you to that?
Yeah, it's needed. Short answer. So,
Good answer.
What started?
You're right.
What started was thinking about the suicides of my two older brothers. My wife, my daughter, my oldest sister all struggle with depression,
Yeah.
and I think it needs to come to the forefront. One big thing is that I thought about a lot during my first run,
Right.
and having a lot of conversations with people along the way. Far too many people, when I told them that I lost a brother to suicide, said I lost a mother and sister,
Yeah.
a relative to suicide.
Right.
Way too many people. So
Yeah.
there's something we can do about that. I can bring a little publicity. I'm not one of those really smart guys who can directly work on the problem, but I can bring a lot of publicity, and publicity brings funding, right? If we get publicity in the right place.
But that's just it. You are working on the problem. The biggest problem, the biggest hurdle is stigma. I've been talking a lot about that the last couple of weeks, is that, like, if you're at a job and you tell them that you have mental health, their usual reaction is to slowly get rid of you, not to help you.
Yeah.
Or if you tell a friend, they slowly pull away from you because there's some fears around it. And what you're doing is raising awareness for such a great cause. Chris from Walking Tall, he's out of the States. He talks about if you had cancer or you had something, they would start a GoFundMe page, and
Right.
all these people would gather around you. But if you say you're sick with mental health, no one helps you. They pull away from you, and you don't have those support groups. And we have to change that. You're a big part of that. I really appreciate it. So you're wrapping up this year. So you'll have to start again next year. If someone wants to be a part of this great run, which is it's a relay run, right?
Yep.
So you run in 10K.
10 kilometer segments. So
Yeah.
we've got each day running roughly 80 kilometers. So 8 runners, 8 segments each day. We invite people to run either a 10 kilometer or 20 kilometers. And so it's kind of cool because we get a bunch of runners. This year we've got close to 50 runners, 45, 50 runners. And when they run their section, they share a little bit on social media, and so that gives us a bigger voice, right? So that's kind of cool.
So if you want to donate, Defeat Depression on his hat there, check that out.
Right
But
on.
also if you want to get involved, Canal Pursuit. If you look it up on Instagram and Google.
We're Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, X, and Threads as well. Canal Pursuit.
Yeah.
Go to canalpursuit.com. There's probably links to some other stuff there. And our donation page. So for this specific event, canalpursuit.defeatdepression.ca. And there's a ton of info
And
there.
you can still, how
and
long will
donate
they be able to
buttons.
donate?
We'll have that open probably till around the end of September.
Excellent. And if you want to get involved next year, it'll still be running. You can sign up, and it's an amazing event. It's well run, well taken care of, and I met a lady. You'll see an interview with Sandy. She has a whole group of people that are running kind of together in links. It's a fun, kind of joyous event, and I hope you all attend next year. Any last words for the Prophets?
For the Prophets, I'm drawing a blank.
That's all right. Well, thank you very much, Clay. I appreciate everything you do, and mental health is so important. Let's heal our minds, bodies, and souls together. Love you all. Have a great day. Mwah.